gwara eziokwu ahụ n'ebe ọtụtụ agọtaghị okwu a ma ọlị. Nsogbu mmadụ si mmadụ n'aka, ma o sighị gị n'aka otu nne maọbụ nna, enyi maọbụ nwanne maọbụ ndị na-achị anyị. Ihe ọ bụla na-eme mmadụ si mmadụ n'aka n'ihi na Jehova ezubere anyị ahụhụ ma ọlị. Taa anyị na-agakwa n'iru n'ịgwa ndị be anyị eziokwu a nke ga-eme ka anyị pụọ n'uru agba nke abụọ ya. Anyị enyochawo wee chọpụtakwa na nke bụkwa eziokwu bụ na anyị ma ihe anyị na-eme n'otu n'otu. Ee, anyị ma ihe anyị na-eme, marakwa ihe na-eme anyị. Onye ohi mana ya na-ezu ohi, onye na-akwa iko mana e nwere iwu nke isii, ọkasị mana ya na-egbu mmadụ, eche nke ekwensu mana ya bụ nke Chineke. Ịma ihe ị na-eme. Emeka nwanne m si ọ na-eme na mgbe ahụ pụrụ bụ naanị ndọstrị anyị maara na-akpa ṅụcha mmanya na ọ ga-achọ ihe oriri. Taa anyị amarawo ha ka mma ịrụ faktịrị garị karịa nke toothpick na-adịbe nche anụ a ga-ata. Ebe ire mmanụ anyị n'ohi bute ka chansị. Mgbe anyị hiwere chọp pati n'ala, unu amaghị na unu na-eri ego ụmụ unu na ụmụ anyị ha ga-eri n'ọganihu. Mgbe ị buru keeki na-eri ndị ojii na-ebufere ndị ọcha, ịma ihe ị na-eme. Onye tụrụ okwu n'agala ihe ofe chọrọ ịkpọ ụmụ ọnụ agụụ. Unu che na pọmpụ anyị ga na-agba kwa ụbọchị ma ọ bụrụ na ndị okwu mmiri dị n'aka nwechara tanka na-elere ha mmiri n'otu n'otu. Onye bi ya kpọọ gọọmenti, onye bi gọọmenti. Ihe ebe anyị na-abara ndị nọ n'ọchịchị ọ dị ka anyị rigoro anyị eme karịa. Ọ dị egwu. Ihe iji amụ ihe agwa ka eme ma sị na o nwere okwu, were okwu tinye na nche ome ka ndị na-okwu okwu ọnụ. Onye uru ahịa ahụ resịrị m ihe chọrọ ya kwa ya mmanụ ụgbọala njerikwa injin ọ bụ gọọmenti. Ọ ma ahụhụ o tinyere n'ime ya, ihe mmadụ na-eme ibe ya, ọ makwa ihe ọ na-eme. Ọtụtụ filin steshọn mana ihe ha na-erecha anyị n'ala a bụ chizọba, ọ bụghị fuel. Ha makwa ihe ha na-eme. Ihe niile imite sọ mmiri ka m ahụbeghị. Ịṅụ ọgwụ afọ ọlụlụ n'isi awara gị, anyị na-ebusisi onwe anyị n'ọnọdụ ike ego. Ịma mmadụ ole na-anwụ n'ala a kwa ụbọchị n'ihi imite. Iresi mmanụ imite ma eresighị nne imite, afọ asaa gị ị mara ma ọ ga-adị gị mma. Wickedness. Onye mechiri ụzọ mebie bụkwa ihe o wepụtara ka ọ na-ewere. Onye sịrị na ya amaghị ihe anyị na-eme. Ịma ihe ị na-eme. Onye nchechi akpa nwụkọ ọkụkọ n'ebe ọ na-eche nche. Ịma ihe ị na-eme. Pastọ hapụrụ okwukwe na ọrụ, nchegharị pụọ na mmehie ọ ga-akọrọ ụmụnna kọwa akụkọ chọọchị. Ọ ma ihe ọ na-eme, ọkwa ndị ozi ọma chọọchị. Nna, esi na ịbụ onye amụma, i wee na-ahụ naanị ọnwụ, anaghị esi gị ndụ. Ị na-ahụ sọ ọchịchị, ị naghị ahụ Igbo. Ndị iro ebe niile, ndị enyi m gara ebe. Ịma ihe ị na-eme. Kama gị na ndị ahịa gị, unu efupụtara ọka ndị tip fres kụrụ n'ubi. Enyi m, isi nye gị narị naira ka inye m puku nde. N'ezi unu, ogbenye ọnọdụ ya. Omego, ịma ihe ị na-eme. Ndị a na-agwakwanụ, unu na-ajụkwa ajụjụ. Onye hụrụ ụzọ ọmasị ibe ya. Ụwa abụghị ejide ọkpụkpụ chi aka. Onye nweta ọsọ ibe ya nwetara. Amụ dị n'ezi iwe ji obi. Onye hụrụ ibe ya n'anya. Onye ọbụla pretenda. Mgbe ọma n'ụtụtụ ma ọjọọ n'uchichi. Anyị ma ihe anyị na-eme. Ụfọdụ ajụrụ onye siri ọhịa ama nta ọka. Eburu ọgụ na-eje ọrụ ị na-arahụ ụra ịma ihe ị na-eme emechaa iburu onye kọrọ gị ụzọ mana mgbe ọ kara ofu ụbọchị ndị nta nchi agba anyị ọ bụrụ na m bụ pastọ na-ezicha ozi ọma isi na m ekwesịghị ịta ka nọka ejiri nye onyinye ị nwee si na windo hapụ ọnụ ụzọ esi apụta n'ụlọ m akwụkwọ nsọ m si n'ịbụ onye ohi ya na ọ ga-adịba ụbọchị ị ga-akpa anyị oku onye ihe ya ọ bịa chekie ụzọ onye ọbụla ziri ezi n'anya ya mana nsọtụ ya bụ ọnwụ ma ọ bụ ndụ ma nke bụ eziokwu bụ na anyị ma ihe anyị na-eme n'otu n'otu.
You are once again welcome to Nnennaya Biafra TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. I am your serviceable servant, Evangelist Nnennaya Anya. May God bless you for coming. Today being Tuesday, the 30th of this month of August 2022, and I am greeting you. Good afternoon from my base. The time from here is 1:43 p.m. and I am greeting you on the behalf, especially on the behalf of the Messiah, the Lord, the owner, the creator, the redeemer of the whole universe, Jesus the Christ. I want to narrate on the topic as appeared on the screen. This is part 15 of identifying and dealing with the thieves in IPOB. And the emphasis are, there are two emphases. First, Nnennaya Anya, Kanunta Kanu must be expelled from IPOB, while the second emphasis is Kanunta supporting Autopiloters. Kanunta supporting Autopiloters, all of us can attest that there is a discrepancy, a lingering discrepancy between the IPOB under the DOS, which I call the political solutionists, the Autopiloters under Simon Ekpa. Then Kanunta Kanu, being a member of IPOB under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, committed to the charge of the DOS headed by Mazi Chika Edoziem in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kanunta Kanu, being a member who should be absolutely subject to this particular IPOB, is advocating for autopilot, and this is more evident in him advocating for the slot be given to Simon Ekpa to be broadcasting from Radio Biafra. And we know when that issue trended, some of us believed that it is true that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said to us, while some are still doubting about it. However, that whether it is true or not was not the case, and it is still not the case. The case is this: there are some conditions that Simon Ekpa is required of to meet for the slot to be given to him to be broadcasting through Radio Biafra, which he refuses to meet. At least I still have some records of that. Simon Ekpa refuses to meet those requirements, which is signing of IPOB Code of Conduct, and according to the DOS, that is the procedures to being accepted as a broadcaster from Radio Biafra. Simon Ekpa giving multiple excuses why he will not sign that document. Initially, I believe he may be somehow right. But as time goes on, I begin to see other nasty characters. That is betrayal attitude from Simon Ekpa and the rest of the members of the Autopiloters. So that triggered me to begin to doubt everything that Simon Ekpa had been saying all this while. But it is a surprise to me to come to realize that Kanunta Kanu really advocated for the giving of slots to Simon Ekpa. Though Kanunta Kanu never said this thing recently, it is also an old video. But one of the autopiloters had used the same video to make a video and trying to justify Simon Ekpa, trying to place Simon Ekpa as a victimized, placing Simon Ekpa to be playing the victim, the role of being victimized, while we are beginning to observe that Simon Ekpa is strategically dodging the signing of the documents because of reasons best known to him. And to me, I began to observe it to be manipulation from Simon Ekpa. I am not here to try to say that the members of the DOS are absolutely right in all of their activities, but I am talking about the issue of giving of slots and the Kanunta Kanu campaigning the same thing in favor of Simon Ekpa, then bringing it to the situation of the crisis in IPOB today. Can Kanunta Kanu still stand to say that the DOS members should give slot to Simon Ekpa as at today? Then, if not, why not? If Kanunta Kanu cannot campaign for Simon Ekpa anymore, what should be the reason? Why should be the reason? What should be the reason he will not? Should it mean that Kanunta Kanu had now observed that Simon Ekpa got it wrong? Maybe previously Kanunta Kanu never realized that Simon Ekpa is manipulative to this Biafra struggle. But now, can he stand his ground to defend and to justify Simon Ekpa to be broadcasting from Radio Biafra and to condemn the act or the refusal of the members of the DOS? And why has Kanunta Kanu not been speaking all this while against any error being committed by Simon Ekpa and his co-autopiloters? Why is it that Kanunta Kanu concentrates to attacking the members of the DOS, most especially when it comes to financial issue? It is now obvious that Kanunta Kanu is working hand in hand with Nnennaya Anya, the IPOB Worldwide Financial Ministress. And Kanunta Kanu have been using this medium to be enriching himself. From this program, you are going to hear some vital information that you might have heard previously or you might not have heard previously, but with the inclusion of my own analysis and the compilation of the videos that I will be using for this program, then you come to a better and excellent understanding of what is really playing out just before us that many of us cannot actually understand. So Kanunta Kanu had not any day come out and begin to talk ill of Simon Ekpa and the Autopiloters. And from here, I am suspecting that Kanunta Kanu should be working strategically with Simon Ekpa. And if that is true, that means Kanunta Kanu believed that Simon Ekpa and Autopiloters are right, while the DOS members and the IPOB under their control are wrong. That is what it really means. But why is Kanunta Kanu still a member of IPOB under the charge of the DOS if he actually believes they are wrong? Why has he not become a full-time autopilot member? Why is he standing on the two sides? And I'm beginning to design that Kanunta Kanu is working with the Autopiloters, but what keeps him remaining in the IPOB under the DOS is his financial interest. And he is trying to monopolize the finance coming into IPOB under the charge of the members of the DOS. The Autopiloters, the lady, I will be playing a video. I'll start from playing a video made by this lady with the title Progress News, a member of the Autopiloters. And from here you will hear her justification in defense of Kanunta Kanu and the Simon Ekpa, trying to exonerate Kanunta Kanu from financial fraud in IPOB. While on the contrary, there are much more information about the past and the current and even future financial fraud Kanunta Kanu had been committing and is still yet to commit, together with Nnennaya Anya and a host of others who are pretentiously working with them in and outside of IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Chika Edoziem in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So before I will continue my analysis, I will go into playing the video. Because without we flushing out those who are committed to be stealing funds and other important things in this Biafra struggle and in IPOB, the struggle we are struggling can never progress the way it should. I am telling you, I'm telling you with facts and the figure, because this is what the majority of us could not discern, and that is the reason God has given me the assignment, because I can see what many cannot see at the beginning. But at times, as time goes on, those who stood against me will begin to turn to appreciate what I am doing. I am the person who began this investigation in IPOB before others, and I am still in it. That is the reason I have abandoned all other things and focus on it regarding the Biafra struggle, because this is the most important work all of us should be doing. Who are the thieves in IPOB, and why should we continue to be condoning the thieves in IPOB? Of what benefits is their acceptance or their retention into IPOB do we have? Of what benefits do we have from by returning them in IPOB? And what are the disasters for returning them inside of IPOB? And I thank God that today I am not only the person speaking against this financial fraud. Many people have spoken about it, yet many are still speaking about it. And today's program goes with the emphasis that Nnennaya Anya, Kanunta Kanu must be expelled from IPOB. This is a demand from well-meaning Biafrans inside of IPOB, of which I am the typical example. We are not saying this because we just hate them without reason. We are saying this because their evil, their conduct, their manipulation, their financial fraud is, all of this are sabotaging the Biafra struggle we are together conducting. That is the reason they must be expelled. And those, most especially those in IPOB like Prince Darlington and others, trying to formulate a reason or reasons why Nnennaya Anya and Kanunta Kanu should be retained in IPOB must have ulterior motive for this. I may be accusing them, but I know why I will be accusing them. If they do not have any ulterior motive, why should they not support that these criminals in IPOB being expelled so that we begin to regain our focus? Because my assignment is to build IPOB, while IPOB's assignment is building Biafra. I am building IPOB. Without building IPOB, Biafra cannot be built. That is the reason IPOB must be built. If I am the person involved in the financial fraud, expel me from IPOB. There is no problem with that, and I will accept it in good faith. Then why shouldn't the same thing be done to other people? Why are we playing hypocrisy and sentiments? Because of those involved, because of those whom we believe that we cannot stand to tell them the truth. Who is Kanunta Kanu? Who is Nnennaya Anya that I cannot tell them the truth? They have not been born that a person like me cannot tell them the truth. They are not supposed to still be in IPOB until today. I know there have been many allegations, accusations against the members of the DOS, including me. I have been alleging them with some things that I believed to be truth against them, of which only few that I have the evidence today. Some of those, most of them, I do not have evidence, but I believed that they were true. But it can equally be true. They can equally be true. But since I have no evidence, I stopped to attack them based on things that I do not have evidence of. But the issue of Kanunta Kanu, Nnennaya Anya are evidential to the entirety of IPOB members worldwide. But I am still confused why the DOS members, especially Mazi Chike, have not been confident and boldly announced their expulsion the same way he and the Mazi Chinasa had been announcing the expulsion of other IPOB members, both those who were guilty and those who were innocent. It was so easy for them to announce the expulsion of such people, writing the memo to back up their expulsion. Why not the same thing be done against Nnennaya Anya and Kanunta Kanu, so that they will give us chance to concentrate in this Biafra struggle? Now, you have seen the video. Say it don't bust. Yeah, she made a mistake there. She wrote burst. Why it should be bust? The arrow should come in front of you. It don't bust. Biafra listen to Mazi Kanunta Kanu message to MNK, to Simon Ekpa on Radio Biafra. That is the first video I will be playing. Thereafter, I will go into another video.
Hello, beautiful people, lovers of good things, lovers of goodwill all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always supporting this platform. I really do appreciate. In case you are hearing our voice for the first time, or you are coming across us for the first time, we still remain your one and only Progress News, giving it to you back to back. Remember, in this platform, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So sit back, watch this video, and
for example, that Simon Ekpa has to broadcast in Radio Biafra. He should be given a slot to broadcast in Radio Biafra. And some of them who's supposed to be in the position to carry out an instruction given to them, they went and they were gossiping. They went at the back, was saying that Simon Ekpa is taking over the leadership of IPOB. That was not information. That information is incorrect. And it's people who are supposed to be in the position are going around gossiping. Somebody will be jumping from one office to another. If your position or your office is take care of the people, go and take care of the people. Don't leave the people to go and do security work. Don't leave the people to go and do something else. That is your job assigned to you. That is what you have to do. And while they are doing all these things, they are creating problems left and right. People will think that there is a problem in IPOB, there's no problem in IPOB. Not at all. Because most of them are gossiping in a manner that nobody can understand. The issues and what is happening in USA today, I want to tell you, it's about 3 people, 3 women. These are the problems. How can you be running an account that is meant for the people? You are the only sole signatory to it. If you are being asked to put other financial officers, including the head of finance worldwide, Nnennaya Anya, you are there by 12 noon, before 5 minutes after 12, you remove her. And you are claiming that you have an authentic account. No, it doesn't happen that way. Instructions has been given, shut down that account. That is the instruction. And those of them who are in the position to say that, refuse to say it. And that is why these people are going around talking nonsense. They write petitions left and right, like idiots. People who can't reason. Causing panic because of their own selfishness. Madam Rita Eze alias Oyibo, she is the only signatory to that account. And the other woman there, I don't know what she is being called. She is writing petition. Maybe her own madness is to write a petition. Yes. She's accusing everybody. And those people she's accusing are the people you can work with at any given point in time. They accuse me of the same thing. I don't know what you're talking about. I do what I'm supposed to do. This is not the first time. We've had this incident as far back as 2015. The same thing repeated itself. And those of them who are in position today were part of the conspiracies as well. And I believe by this time they ought to have changed from that stupid ideas. Yes. And that is what they're still speaking today. We should caution all of them. They should be cautioned. The account should be shut down. That was the instruction. And to be handed over to the new account. The North American Continental Rep is going to open. That will involve so many signatories to the account. That is the only way it can function. Yes. The woman is in charge, Mrs. Anya, she is the head of finance. Nobody has the right to talk about finance without her consent, or with the financial officers in the United States or anywhere in the world. She is number one, and no other person. Good. And why are our people making fool of themselves? You will leave your position, you will go and be working, you'll be talking about finance. Is that your job? The answer is no. They are the ones encouraging these people, and that's why they're doing all this nonsense. Yes. I have seen this type of thing before, and I wouldn't want it to repeat itself again. The IPOB, the devil we're fighting for today, it's not about the Kanus. We have sacrificed everything anybody could sacrifice. Yes. I respect 3 assassination attempts in 2017. 7th of September, 10th of September, 14th of September. Wow. Many more. Even in Europe, too. They are there chasing us. And we are there sacrificing our lives for our people. That is why we are there. All of us must not suffer at the same time. We have to do everything we can to make sure that we have to come in our own time. This is a duty. We all owe our children, our grandchildren, and those that are on board. Because a lot who are looking for money. They think that all they can do is just to call people and give them $2 at home to be talking nonsense about other people. When they never owned any account, was never any account, was not a signatory to any account. Where will he stay? In prison to control accounts? This is the people they are giving little money to be talking nonsense and they're saying things they don't know. Somebody will sit down in her house and be writing about people, trying to discourage the Americans who are contributing this money. And these are the agents of Nigerian government.
Yes, sisters. Yes. That's it. That's who they are.
We should know that what we are doing for ourselves. We are not working for any of these people. They have been asked to quit, hand over, and stay off. That is the job. And until Dr. Clement Okoro opens an account. For me now, the only valuable account now, the only viable account now is the licensing account. That is where most of our bills are being paid to our lawyers. From there, we are transferring to our lawyers. Ask the people in America. They are the ones doing it. And that is where our sister Nnennaya Anya has access to. And she can work with them. One person is not secretary to the account. She has access to the account. So tell me why somebody should be denting herself by claiming or acting to be working for IPOB when you are the sole signatory to the account. If they ask you to bring other people, say no. What is the reason? Is it your money? They said that the account was reported. Who reported the account? Nobody. It was another giving. And the people who are in position should come out, play, and say it the way it is. That is why I took quote. To tell you that I don't have anything to lose. I will say it the way it is. I don't care what people think. That is what we stand for. And that is why we are in this summit. Please, let us ignore this story. Let us help anybody who is working to make sure that the affair is stopped. Let us help Dr. Clement Okoro to work. All of them are criticizing. People are criticizing on a daily basis. And those of them who are criticizing, ask them to come and do the job. They can do it. I speak every day. I talk from morning to night. I respond to emails. I coordinate the local teams. No problem. But somebody will be sitting in.
I would. That brings us to the end of this beautiful update. Do wait to like this video, share and subscribe. The best thing for you to do.
So we have had Kanunta Kanu's statement speaking against the members of the DOS in this regard, claiming that liaison account is the only genuine and acceptable account to IPOB. Then, as who was Kanunta speaking? Was he speaking as the head of the Directorate of State, that is the head of the DOS? Was he speaking as a financial minister of IPOB worldwide? Was he speaking as Nnennaya Anya himself? Was he speaking as who? Because Kanunta Kanu holds no special position in IPOB. He is just a floor member, but using the guise of being Nnennaya Kanu's sibling, because recently we have come to know that he is not a biological brother to Nnennaya Kanu, rather a cousin. Using it to be influencing and intimidating people, and he has been using all these things long ago. Here the mentioning of Rita Eze, which is Madam Oyibo, mentioning of Nnennaya Anya, mentioning of some other people who are responsible for the liaison account. And these are the same people they are still working with today. Madam Oyibo was working with Simon Ekpa, was working with Nelly Ofebu, was working with many others whom we never knew that even after they have been expelled from IPOB, Kanunta Kanu, Nnennaya Anya, they are still working with them today. But the issue of the diversion of the account from liaison account is what is causing the problem today. And I know that this lady who had just made this video may be sent, or she decided to make the video on her own to promote that same account, and with the belief of luring Biafrans back again into that liaison account. Because as we know, after the expulsion, Madam Oyibo and the Simon Ekpa, we are still working together. It is still the same financial issue, financial fraud that caused their quarrel, and they separated. Now they told us that Simon Ekpa hijacked the website through which money were being paid, while themselves are now hustling on their own to establish any account they believe that they will be using to be collecting money from Biafrans. These are the things we are suffering from today. These are the things we are suffering from. Now, what if I come to believe that the Autopiloters are trying to reactivate the liaison account and to be using the same liaison account to be collecting money from Biafrans? If I say that, should I be right or should I be wrong? Though I may not be perfectly right, but that is my own speculation at the moment. Until further notice, as events continue to unfold, we will also be realizing the truth. But what has just played out in the video, I believe there have been a communication between some members of the Autopiloters and the Nnennaya Anya, including Kanunta Kanu. That is what they are projecting now. And they are trying to ensure that they continue to control the IPOB fund and to push the members of the DOS aside, because the members of the DOS now are beginning to stand up against Nnennaya Anya's financial fraud with Kanunta Kanu. And we have been hearing long ago that Kanunta Kanu is trying to take over the IPOB leadership from the DOS. Monetary issue is one of the reasons he is doing that. Kanunta Kanu is also believed to be a contributor to the selling out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for extraordinary rendition, but investigations are still going on. But with time, we will actually know whether he is involved or not. But even until today, Kanunta Kanu is still repeating this kind of statement he had made previously against IPOB, against the DOS. Don't misquote me. Let nobody misjudge me and misquote me. I am not here to outrightly defend the members of the DOS. But I am here speaking about evidential fraud being committed by Kanunta Kanu, Nnennaya Anya, Oyibo, and the rest of the people working with them, including whom they call Ogbuefi in America. Before we play the next video, I want to place this comment. Juan Ariano said, "This is why you don't have a single follower. No one watching except me. What nonsense. Document to take away his platform. You are not upstate at all. This is why no one ever take you seriously. Are you sure? Are you sure you are the only person watching me? There have been a time I said now I am seeing 4 people on the screen. I've seen 3, I've seen 2, I've seen 5, I've seen 7. And it may be above 7 by now. So even before you join, I had already seen 5 before you join. So that is the first lie. Then the second lie is your name. You are answering Spanish name, but you speak correct English like a graduate. And I don't know whether you are a Biafran or a Fulani. I don't know exactly where you are from, but I know you are an autopiloter because I know there are Fulanis in autopilots. I know there are the majority of autopiloters are one Nigerianist. You are not confident to appear to be visible to people. You are hiding, you are masquerading yourself. You have no photo. Even though you may forge photo and place in your profile, we may not be sure. But at least it will have helped you to keep convincing people that you are really serious. You, as a supposedly one Nigerianist or a supposedly a Biafran, you are answering Spanish name. That is an evidence of your duplicity. You are not real, you are fake. And that is the characteristics of the autopiloters. You are the people we are talking about, the thieves in IPOB. How to deal with all of you. Those sabotaging the Biafra struggle. You are not real. You have just exhibited the duplicity of the autopiloters. Even Simon Ekpa, your chairman, is a forger. Everybody knows he's a forger. So can you be different? I am not surprised to see you this way. So because I was waiting since to see if you change this your name, at least to bear a name of the one Nigerianist or a name of the fraudulent Biafrans, because I know you are not real, but you have not done that. So let me leave you alone. I will be going into the next video of the program. The next video of the program is the next video of the program is a video from Prince Darlington. A video from Prince Darlington. We are going to listen.
He's being hated by these people, tormented by these people, attacked by these people. He's having an attack from the Nigerian government, having an attack from Kanunta Kanu, and now he came to her and joined Kanunta Kanu because there was a fraud that they planned to come and defraud IPOB. There was a fraud that they wanted to do to IPOB. And by the civil major for saying no, it will not happen. A fraud that is up to 14 million naira. 14 million naira fraud. Kanunta Kanu, Kahada Nabu IPOB, but the civil major for confirmed it as fraud. Because before National can approve anything, he will ask the civil major for is it true or false. 14 million naira. What is it? And then the whole will come out and begin to talk rubbish. It's not good. Makana Kanunta Kanu, not good. I will tell you the cash of Kaya. You are not even the same. They wanted to defraud IPOB 14 million naira. And the person now began to confirm in Jofo to confirm if it is false. The Jofo confirmed that it's true, that it is false. For you, water, that's the plan that thing. When the IPOB members, if you don't know what the value of what is doing in this struggle, then you are offering a favor. You don't know anything. 14 million naira. After when the Kanunta Kanu after operation glass. 14 million naira, not 40. 14, 1 4. 14 million naira. Master Prophet cannot come on Facebook begin to tarnish the image of Barisifa Yejofo. He cannot come and be lying against Barisifa Yejofo. He cannot come and be saying all manner of nonsense. And someone like me who have all this information to keep quiet. This is the first strike. That Yejofo stopped them. Saying it's not going to happen. You cannot do this. Ndoshi, when you talking about IPOB 14 million, when you talking about the IPOB, that was the first one. So that very day, they begin to combat this guy. The second one was about 10 million naira. About 10 million naira fraud that they wanted to carry out the game. But it's different with the punch it. Remember what punch it? He punched it. Upon Jaya. And the open streets, that is not going to happen. And they now wanted to take it out of their way so that how much can happen to myself and send them to the million. They got IPOB getting a million, but Kanunta Kanu massacring to her. And then I come here, India. People are not asking about that guy again. I will never look. The bullet that guy is carrying, the shot of that guy, the bullet they use to kill wild animals. That guy's neck has rotten in it. They said, IPOB sent him to India. The first operation was carried, yet he's not yet done properly. That guy is still needing IPOB attention and to make sure that things happen. Don't go and he's coming back after the money. Every day you do the IPOB, after to carry
So we have heard from Prince Darlington, Mazi Okbaleze Chukwubuikem. But one of my annoyance with Prince Darlington is after making this kind of great exposés, the same Darlington will be talking on how we should return them, most especially to return Nnennaya Anya in IPOB. That is the reason of my annoyance with Prince Darlington. Even if other people should say so, it shouldn't be him. It shouldn't be him. Let whatever that will happen, happen. And nothing will happen to Prince Darlington. Irrespective of whatever goes on in IPOB, I may quarrel with anybody, but I will still support the good work or the good works being done by the person. So that is how I operate. I am more concerned about the works people do than the people themselves. Anybody may misbehave whichever way the person likes or the person chooses. But when it comes to IPOB Biafra issue, I begin to monitor people and relate with people based on the quality of work they do. And I also stand against people based on the kind of work they do. That is the reason I am standing against Nnennaya Anya, against Kanunta Kanu, against all of the dubious people, including Simon Ekpa and the Autopiloters, who are deceiving Biafrans, making Biafrans to believe that they actually have something That is, they have something in stock for Biafra restoration and for the well-being of Biafrans, while their real motive is to come and to continually extort money from IPOB and the Biafrans in general. So these are the things that I stand against. Kanunta Kanu had been telling us the other side of the story, but he had never come up one day to tell us about his own fraud, about his attempt to be stealing IPOB money. And we are from the video that had been played lastly by Mazopale Sechkubikem to discover that the reason Kanunta Kanu is attacking the DOS if Barrister Ejiofor is that they have blocked him from his means of looting money from IPOB and with this Biafra struggle. That is the reason. Even there is a reminder that on the 14th of September 2017, when the Nigerian military invaded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's home, while people were running helter-skelter and our people fighting to save lives, Kanunta Kanu was busy looting money belonging to IPOB on that very day. And during those hours, Kanunta Kanu stole money worth 8.5 million naira. In 2017, they had attempted once again to loot 14 million naira, while Barrister Ejiofor blocked them. Another attempt to loot 10 million naira, he also blocked them. That is the reason they turned and began to attack him. You know, when I know the truth, I will always support the truth. So anybody or any people that have been attacking in this struggle, just understand that I've been doing so unknowingly. But when I know the truth, I will always support the truth and stand against evil lies, evil perpetrators and the liars. I will always stand against them, because that is the only way we can progress in this Biafra struggle. Now, I want to play the next video. The next video from Ikenga Uruago with Dr. Donald Asubike. Ikenga Uruago with Dr. Donald Asubike. Now, I want you to see the caption of the video first before I will play it. You see it. This is part 6, one-on-one with Dr. D.A. D.A. means Donald Asubike, the active coordinator of Washington, D.C. and the PRO of IPOB USA. At least some of us, or a lot of us, know Dr. Donald Asubike. So this is their interaction concerning the same issue of this program that I'm doing now, concerning the same issue related to Kanunta Kanu, Nnennaya Anya, and a host of others who are collaborating and continually being extorting money, looting from IPOB and sabotaging the Biafra struggle, and do not want us to progress. People who must be stopped, and there is no better way to stop them than expelling them from IPOB. So during this conversation, you hear the both of them agreeing that Kanunta Kanu and Nnennaya Anya should be expelled. If it is in their power to expel them, they would have just announced their expulsion from this program the way I see them react. But it is not in their power to expel them. It is not neither in my power to expel them. But the right thing is to expel them. There are those who have the power to expel them. They are the members of the DOS, and more especially Mazi Chika Edoziem. So I concur with Dr. Donald Asubike, with Ikenga Uruago, and the host of others who are in the campaign of Kanunta Kanu and Nnennaya Anya must be expelled in IPOB. So I am using this program to utter or to declare my support to this movement. Kanunta Kanu, Nnennaya Anya must be expelled in IPOB for us to be focused, because we have suffered a lot. We have suffered a lot, wasting our time, our resources, our energy, talking about our eternal crisis, while we have now begun to identify those responsible for the internal crisis. Why not expel them the same way many others had been expelled? Why are we trying to condone them hypocritically and sentimentally? That is what I am against. So I am also making this video for me to have the record of the content of the whole thing, and for the days of reckoning as well.
So they should stop this liaison and their ilk. They should stop doing fundraising using his name. They should stop it immediately. Then instead of them in their shame, instead of them to admit fault, they rather want to spread it across to cover everybody. Who told you that fundraising in USA is stopping? Who stopped it? Kanunta Kanu, Nnennaya Anya, we want. Anyway, as we speak, in this moment, in this time, you will not, all of you will not escape this time around. March for this IPO, I don't know what else should happen. You know, because you guys are criminals. You guys are criminals. Rather. Now I come to Nnennaya Anya. So you have the guts to come on social media and be releasing prints that loud the volume. That if you listen to the voice note of that chief Obuokoko, listen to the voice note. Obuefi said that Nnennaya said he does not want to work with Chikedozie. So, Mazi Chikedozie, why are we keeping Nnennaya Anya? Nnennaya Anya may have more money than the money Madam Oyibo stole. Madam Oyibo stole $1.2 million of her money. We are still surviving. We don't care if these people are expelled today. Let them expel Nnennaya Anya and Kanunta Kanu immediately. Is my suggestion. Let them expel them immediately. They are redundant. They are useless. Let me tell you something. If I'm going to mobilize this anyway. IPOB worldwide should stop sending dues to Nnennaya Anya. She's a thief. Until she proves me otherwise. Until she proves me otherwise. If you're not a criminal, Nnennaya Anya, open the doors for auditing and oversight. It's so simple. If you look at this, look at the so-called Nnennaya Anya. This woman, Madam Oyibo, Samonepa, they had her name in their mouth for months. No Bonyoshi, no Zoroshi, no Menka. This Nnennaya Anya was not able to say a word. She could not say one word. They even accused her of going to their ATM account. They only knew the account every 5 minutes. She might be doing that for oversight purposes or reasons. Fine. But the bottom line is this. Hold on. You see, so Nnennaya Anya, until you show otherwise, you cannot be. And I understand now it's been confirmed that you pay yourself. You earn 2,000 euros every month. We want to see the bank prints of how you're keeping our money. Let me advise our able leader, Chikedozie, and the US. Please, if we can do without Madam Oyibo $1.2 million, we can do without the money in the hands of Nnennaya Anya. For now, until Onyedapota. Because as long as we know, IPOB worldwide will be raising funds, will be supporting the cause of IPOB, or pending the time Onyedu will come, or we restore Biafra in the process. So we have the wherewithal, we have the capacity, we have the capability, we have the numerical number and strength to raise money consistently to support this project. Biafra restoration. So let us make Nnennaya irrelevant. Let's make her redundant. Stop sending your dues to her. Stop sending any form of dues to her. Make her office irrelevant. Let me tell you something today, one day. If the TOS and the HODOS will expel Nnennaya and Kanunta Kanu today, I can assure you they will become old news. It can announce Uche before again. It can announce Obido again. It can announce Omiomio again. They will belong to the history, to the dustbins of history. I can assure you that. Also, Nnennaya, a God for Yanaka, wake up. Ikekwe obikwe ya. Yari and let us see whether you will enter, if you will make it to Biafra land when Biafra is restored. Just try and and let's see what happens to you. You pay yourself, Nnennaya, $2,000. Who knows if it's more, or you just you complain that you lost your job. The IPOB jumped in and started paying you, and then you are keeping our money, and then you don't want to make our money known. What? So, Kanunta Kanu will write in amount IPOB one. Master Prophet will write in my ego non account IPOB. Fine boy will write in my ego non account IPOB. But TK Doziem, the HOTOS and the TOS don't have the right. You are safeguarding finance. Every time, when I Kanunta Kanu finance, head of finance. Are you guys okay? Are you guys normal? So it's time out for you guys. It's time out for you guys. I'm encouraging the TOS and the HOTOS to sack these bastards. Sack them, and they will belong to the history, to the the dustbin of history. Immediately, they will be relevant. We can survive with these people. As long as you keep these bastards, we will keep having these infractions, we will keep having these upsets, we will keep having this conversation every now and then. Sack them and throw them into the dustbin of history, and they will belong there. They will never crawl out of that dustbin. Now, if dustbin is now, trash is na dustbin. Again, it goes for good. That same way, that is how it should be. Get rid of these people. One time, we have been surviving without them since these times. We survived Madam Oyibo, who had our $1.2 million. If we can survive these people, we will surely be doing fine. We don't want headaches. We want to be focused with our IPOB restoration. We want to be laser focused. We don't want side. Listen, the DOS members and the HODOS, because these people are distractions. Nnennaya, Kanunta Kanu, they are distractions. Please get rid of these bastards. We don't need them. And please, if you give me the opportunity, I will mobilize IPOB worldwide. Of course, the boycott has started anyway. I heard that South Africa don't give her one decision. And
no, look, that was what I wanted to address here. Listen. This thing called it. It's one of 4 records that we have in the day. It's the Nnewi people that ask him to go. Any day, it mess it up. Number one, we take him to the forest where we get his stick. They used to mold it and show it, point it to it. Because none Nnewi slate.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? Nnennaya Anya is forming Galadima. And yes, whenever you talk about my great text, you know what surprises me? Whenever you talk about Nnennaya Anya, some people will get Nnennaya Anya as if I don't know. Look, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, But I will tell you people something.
Oh, they deserve disrespect.
As a
merit and warranty.
Yes. And as a we trash everybody.
Yeah.
Let me tell you people something. I've been crying, I've been screaming, I've been challenging most of these mobs that talk rubbish online. DOS is taking money, DOS is receiving money. Who is this DOS member that is taking salary? It's a question that I've asked. But you will notice that infiltrators, they do shy away from that question. They don't want to answer because they don't want to go into it.
Right.
I've said before, let us demand that the DOS members will come out to swear that they are not receiving salary. Let's see how many of them. Because DOS, who is actually getting paid? We contribute money, they will give you our money, and you will still come out to talk rubbish. Because they said this. Look, let me tell you, South Africa, where I am, we do contribute our money. And our money is being well taken care of. We will not give it to Nnennaya Anya.
No, never.
Period. Until the door says otherwise.
Yep.
Look, and whichever country you are living, contribute your money. Make sure that your money is safe and secure. We must know what is going on in there.
Yes, we
can't be fooled. We have been fooling us. They will not fool us again. Let me say this. Kanunta Kanu became Ogalanya overnight. Overnight millionaire. Finished his building. If you think I'm lying, if you want to know Kanunta's house, there is this Princess Meme Kanu. I think that's fine boy. This one that mother, if you see, he's doing model online. He's doing model online. Go to her pictures. You will see Kanunta's house. Now, I want to say this. We see you people every time you are attacking. Stop attacking. You are attacking Mazen Nandika's family. You are and I ask you people, did Chike Dozier came from Bush? Maybe China Samoru don't have family. Maybe Ifanye Jofo don't have family. Maybe Mazen Nandika's wife don't have family. What are we even talking about? Today is Mazen Nandika's wife birthday. Go to these people's Facebook page for you to understand what I just want to give it as an assignment. I want you people to go to their pages and check. Just go there. If they have posted it, that means because they heard what I said. These people always play smart game. Go and check when I started this program. I checked all their pages. And none of them post the wife of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra on their page. Their own brother's wife. Even Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's sister. Kanabo Afalubibeku Michael Jackson. As a no, you come online, you sing Okolobia Dima, Okolobia Dima. And today is your brother's wife's birthday. You cannot post a picture. Let me put this as a warning. Yes. Let me put this as a warning. Byung Jong-hong is busy parading my pictures on his wall on Facebook.
You can parade it forever.
No, when it comes to me, what I will do is inside here. Very soon, he may look for his Facebook and he will not see it again. To some of you who are bleeding with me, he can give him this. Yeah, he can forgive me. He never got. Tell him. Very, very soon. Any day I remember.
Nnennaya Kanu family.
Anyway,
after the late Royal Highness Oku Kanu and Queen of Heaven, Lolo Kanu, and Nnennaya Kanu and his beautiful wife and children, you can trash the rest people. Trash them. They are trash. I said it, they are trash. Because the antecedents is false. We are living witnesses of the antecedents. Look at what they are doing. Just imagine, you are struggling for power. As I'm not in the position of Kanunta Kanu or Fine Boy, I will not even come near. I will be praying. I will be praying earnestly for the release of my brother and the safety of my brother. That will be my primary. As me, number one in Moko. As now, I'm not in the position of Fine Boy. My priority will be to pray until the day they will release my brother in one piece. I will not bother myself with give Samonepa 1 slot, give Samonepa 2 slots. Nnennaya is head of finance, and this one is this. You are gossiping, and those are gossiping. They did it before. I'm the one. I'm the legal. That is to show you that this Kanunta Kanu is a fool. He is an idiot. How can some SNG onya abrogo ejie life and death? Life and death. You don't know what could happen. You coveted these people liaison group when you set up. You directed Lady Chinyen and the group to your favor. You a significant portion of IPOB USA. You coveted them for your own personal use, leaving out the leadership of which comprise of DOS and HOTOS. What sense does that make? Creating confusion to destabilize IPOB. Kanunta Kanu is on a mission to they are in a mission to destabilize IPOB. In some now one family anybody that preach anywhere, show any video anywhere, so leave Nnennaya Kanu's family away.
Doc, let me say
75 million people's destiny and future are at stake. Not Kanunta Kanu and Nnennaya and his fine boy are master prophets. Not these people. 75 million Biafrans' future, life, existence at stake. Who are these people? Why will we be having feeling the obstruction of Kanunta Kanu and Nnennaya all over the place? Why? I always put myself in. Let me tell you something. On your blast, men attack those family. I've said it in one of the broadcasts that if my late father will come up today and challenge IPOB standing, I will attack him too. Of course, before my mother died, my mother lived with me before she died. My mother died 4 years ago. She lived with me. My mother was solid Biafran. Solid. She wants Biafra like yesterday, like 100 years ago, until she passed. Okay? So, let me tell you something. I don't live for Nnennaya Kanu's family members. I live for 75 million people under subjugation, under oppression, under bondage, under wickedness, under the forces of evil, under the leadership of monsters. Those are the people that I live for. I don't live for the members of Nnennaya Kanu. screw them a million times. I don't care about them. Who are they? Who are they? Who are they? Who are these people? Okay, so let us face the ball, if the goal are in front of us, and let us face it squarely. Let us face the goal squarely. These people are irrelevant. That's why I'm appealing to Mazin Chikeduze, please, I beg you, HODUS, I beg you, DOS, expel these idiots. Expel Kanunta Kanu, expel Nnennaya Anya, expel anybody that will rear his or her ugly head around us. Also, I follow 5 people. I wouldn't mind. We will not mind. We will move on. We'll push ahead. Come and see the collection of people yesterday, the IPOB, America yesterday, in donation, with joy. This was video. It was video live. Come and see the gathering of intellectuals, gathering of reasonable, mature, well-accomplished men and women. Men and women of timber and caliber. Come and see. Kabundi aga lechanya and it's just ready with a high chief with. How much did the liaison office contribute? Did they raise? How much fund did they raise since 1 year? Some 5,000 a year, some 6,000 a year. At the end of the day, they've not even raised up to $60,000 for 1 year, if at all. Then they believe in that circle. Then look at the people. Look at how myopic they are. They are not able to raise $60,000, more than $60,000 in 1 year. But our group is able to raise that amount and surmount it, even without them. So which side is stronger? Which side is stronger? He had a raise for 1 year. We're raising it in one city. One liaison group they raise for 1 year. Can you raise in one city? We broke record yesterday. So
and this Nnennaya Anya is sacked now. More and more people will join to contribute because Nnennaya Anya is playing a ping pong game with us. Ping pong game.
We don't need them.
I don't see why people will contribute money. Will tell me that's how they want it. Oh, you don't have to. Who said so? Who said so? Who said so?
Ikenga does not understand why some IPOB members will contribute money and decide to give it to Nnennaya Anya, whom all of us had known to be a financial fraudster in IPOB, and such people claiming that is how they want it. Ikenga does not understand, but I want to explain. The reason is that those people telling you that is how they want it are the people working with Nnennaya Anya right inside of IPOB. And you will come to discover that among those people telling you that is how they want it, there are coordinators among them. Some of them are coordinators and other principal officers. People telling you that they will not obey the instruction given by Mazi Chika Edozem in IPOB, but they will rather obey the instruction given to them by Nnennaya Anya, though not publicly. They will ignore the public instruction of Mazi Chika Edozem to be obeying secret and private instruction from Nnennaya Anya to his collaborators right inside IPOB. That is what is going on, and this is what I've been telling all of you. And that is the reason this IPOB internal crisis will continue. Because as long as Nnennaya Anya remains an IPOB member, there are people who are loyal to her, loyal to Kanunta Kanu, and are not loyal to the rest of the members of the DOS. I mean, that are not loyal to Mazi Chika Edozem and the China Samworu, but they are loyal to Nnennaya Anya, loyal to Kanunta Kanu. And the same set of people, few among them, are also shareholders in the money that they generate. So that is the reason they are doing what they are doing. And that is the reason they must be expelled. That is the reason. Because as soon as Nnennaya Anya, Kanunta Kanu are expelled, the rest of the coordinators and other principal officers working with them, they will become handicapped. But Nnennaya Anya is their stronghold. So IPOB, even under the DOS, is still divided into two. Forget about us who are working from the side. All of you that are still under the DOS, IPOB is still divided into two. IPOB under the control of Chike Doziem and the IPOB under the control of Nnennaya Anya. That is what is going on right now. If you don't understand that, just understand it perfectly. But you may not believe me, but with a little time, that is how I always tell you people, with a little time, you will see things continue to happen and it becomes to be more obvious and more evident. Let's keep listening to them.
Pray that, I want to say this, to be accurate. Pray that God will now give you brothers like Mazen and
Kanunta Kanu, yes. And
pray.
Yeah.
Just pray that God will not give you something.
Fine boy. Emmanuel fine boy.
Look, you don't understand it. These people are mean. They are mean. You know, whenever I talk about these people, I talk about them with passion. And people don't get it. They will be biting you. The same people will be fanning you. They are biting at them. Look, I'm sick and tired of this.
It's time out.
I'm sick and tired of their nights. I'm sick and tired of everything about them.
This struggle.
I believe that the doors are very wise. I believe that the doors are very wise.
Yes.
And I believe at the right time, they would do the needful. Sack. In fact, trash Nnennaya Anya. Trash these people. Remove them. Remove them. Look, remove them. If they want to toss, take them off.
They are distractions.
Take them off. Yeah. When Mazik finally come out, they will go and do account. After all, if Mazik comes out, Kanunta have some questions to answer.
Oh, yes.
Starting from what happened to the 8.5 million in the palace. Kanunta will answer.
No.
Whatever Kanunta, golf, whatever.
No. Master Prophet did not hear that one.
You know, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions. These people will. So trash these people.
Trash.
The doors, I believe in their wisdom. I believe they are very wise. And very soon, dear friends, something will happen. Something will happen.
I can't wait.
Because we in fact, we are running out of patience.
Yes.
I'm being honest with you. We are running. Let's all stop all this rubbish. And another thing is this woman called Bridget. You know, Dr. Donald, you people have to take care of that woman in America. I don't know the power.
It's still level the DOS and the HODOS.
I don't know the power they gave this woman that is pushing her ups and down. Bridget,
she's a clique.
Bridget Okaf, all this Umuadaka you are looking at was as a result of Bridget Okaf presentation. Bridget Okaf presented to the authority that she needed women, I need to say, all over the world for a protest. Before you know it, Bridget started forming gang. That one we get this Umuada.
Yes.
From Umuada, we get Umuadaka and Umuembe. Umuadaka, all these ones, whenever you hear them, they will be talking, we gonna. I don't know, in America, it's only we gonna, they speak over there. And then they have Umuembe. That's as Chinua Charonu and co. I told them that very soon nobody will hear of them again. Then they have this because of Bridget Okafor. Okay, now, as if that is not enough, Bridget Okafor started pushing her way to enter the dogs, to become a member of dogs.
You can imagine.
And Negoni Bridget Okafor have chosen. How can Bridget become dogs?
DOS is DOS.
Okay, now,
Directorate of
that
State.
didn't work. I'm coming, Doc. That plan didn't work. Now, Bridget Okafor now came up with the Texans outreach or something for survival farmers in Nnennaya. I don't know whatever it is, with the name of Bruce Fame on it. That one didn't work. Now it's New Jersey and the New York outreach for Mazen and the kind of whatever. These are all rubbish that Bridget, indisciplined Bridget is bringing into this struggle. And not exactly what this woman is. If you give her a chance to do this, then you will know her original plan. From there, she will do fundraising. From there, they will give it to some criminals back home. Before you know it, these criminals will start using the money they give to harm people. What have we done to Bridget Okafor? We are busy fighting to survive. We are busy fighting this infiltrator in Finland. Bridget Okafor went ahead and called Onyendu's wife. Come, let's pray for your husband. Onyendu's wife don't know the platform Bridget is taking her to. Bridget Okafor took Onyendu's wife to Simon's in order to show the whole world that what we are talking is rubbish. I don't know what we did to this woman, Bridget Okafor. So I'm believing with you. I believe so much in your wisdom. I believe so much in your strength and things you can do. I think you people should change that woman over there in America. There's a way to change people with the law. So
yes,
go ahead and do something.
There is. The only thing that will preempt any action we will take will be to primarily expel her. After expulsion, then she's a non-member. Then we can deal with her. Should she continue? But let me say this. Anybody can include anybody's name in a fire and want to raise funds. They can raise all their funds and use whatever name, but not IPOB name. IPOB will not appear. Should IPOB appear in that name, then we have a problem. Right now, the litigation, I will not divulge more information because Orugo is state, because also we have 30 days not to look into what has gone in. So after 30 days, the court will take the final decision. Okay, so I don't want to divulge much information here. So, but let me tell Biafrans worldwide one fact. Anybody, I heard some people write comments. We asked you to recover money from Madam Oyibo. They are not doing anything. You don't know what is going on. How can me practice bite and blow? This time, all my life I've never practiced bite and blow. If I bite you, I'll blow you. But this time I will practice bite and blow. I will not divulge anything, but I can guarantee one thing: any man, any woman that had raised money with IPOB name and ESN in America must be accountable at the end of the day. No two ways. You can't escape it, except that person runs out of America and don't come back again. As long as that person is in America and he lives here, he or she lives here, or they live here, they siphoned our money, they stole our money by one way or the other. Go and sleep. It's just a matter of time. All the time. I bring hang a G that's not in African setting. But this is American setting. We have to follow the laws. We have to abide by the laws. But then they will be accountable. No two ways about that. I can guarantee you that. About 1.2 million, I can guarantee you I swear by my mother's womb, it will happen. They will be responsible. They will be held responsible. Okay, so that is rest assured. But we will encourage DOS to get rid of anybody that is infringing on our peace, infringing on our movement, and not causing us to move forward, or creating distractions here and there. We don't want this. We want to be focused. I don't want to come out on a Sunday like this to be talking Nnennaya Anya with you, Master Prophet. By the way, Master Prophet, let me advise Lady Princess. Because Lady Princess, any child, Master Prophet now is baby mommy water child. He cannot produce. Low sperm count, low quality sperm, low activity. He cannot do it. He's over 60. He cannot do anything. I know God gave some men grace.
So this is what Dr. Donald is talking now about is a different matter. I am talking about the matter concerning IPOB in general, and that had been over. He is now talking about the issue of Master Prophet's family. I know that Master Prophet or Master Prophet is one of those who are involved into financial investment in IPOB. So far so good. We have had it. Even Madam Bridget, whom many of us had believed to be real regarding this Biafra struggle, is now being a suspect. And from the comment they have made against her here, she is one of those organizing and strategically looting money, looting fund from IPOB members in the guise of contributing to restoring the Biafra. So, who can be fully trusted? These are the things that I observe going on in the Biafra struggle in IPOB that make me to say that everybody remains a suspect to me until Biafra is restored. Because those you may believe today may change their mind tomorrow and begin to betray, begin to collect bribe, or begin to misbehave in the struggle. And your trust, even you may even, if it is some people, they will say it is taking bullets. You may even take bullets on their behalf without you knowing that they are actually guilty of what they are accused of. So we have to be very, very careful. So Biafrans, I have not made this program as a means of expressing my hate to anybody. Rather, I have made this program as a means to bring in the reality to the table, what we must do and what we must not do, if actually we all mean well for the progress of the Biafra struggle and for Biafra restoration. So may God bless you for listening. The program has just come to an end, and I remain your